Hello everyone, welcome to the Anime Recap Media YouTube channel. Please like the video, subscribe to help our channel and enjoy this full video.
Kyotaro waiting for Yamada to arrive in Ichiko to receive the next manga volume from her. He notices Yamada standing around and approaches her. Yamada asks Kyotaro to follow her to a place in the city. As they walk, Kyotaro removes his hood and mask to avoid looking creepy. Yamada tells Kyotaro to hold onto the bag so they won't get lost. They arrive at an eatery because Yamada wants to eat the place's pancakes. When the waitress leaves, Yamada notices Kyotaro loves wearing dark clothes. She admits she likes wearing dark clothing too, and Kyotaro says it must look great on her because she'd probably make it look stylish and cool. Kyotaro contemplates his day with Yamada so far while she explains how her stylist has the same sentiments. Kyotaro starts regretting meeting Yamada outside of school since he feels he can't connect with her on a personal level. The waitress returns with their food, and Yamada asks Kyotaro to take a photo of her eating her meal for her socials. Kyotaro says it'd be best to shoot a video, and Yamada agrees. Kyotaro tells Yamada it might be a bad idea to upload those videos. Yamada says she's not uploading them because she wants to send them all to him. Yamada and Kyotaro visit a clothing shop, and he says she looks fine in the outfit while feeling bad that he made Yamada pay for their meal. Yamada finds two dresses and asks Kyotaro which one he finds cuter. He points toward the pink one, so Yamada changes into it in one of the booths. When she's finished dressing up and exits the booth, she spots Kyotaro attempting to leave because of his thoughts regarding Yamada changing clothes. Yamada tells Kyotaro to wait near the booth. Kyotaro notices his sister and her friends entering the store, and Yamada finishes putting on the other dress. Kyotaro tells Yamada to keep it down because his sister's here. Yamada wants to introduce herself, but Kyotaro refuses to let his sister know he's with Yamada. Kyotaro's sister grabs some shorts and heads for a booth. Yamada grabs Kyotaro and pulls him into the booth. Kyotaro apologizes to Yamada for this, but she says it's okay. Kyotaro says Yamada can meet his sister another time. Kyotaro tells Yamada the red dress looks great on her, so Yamada plans to buy it and wear it. Yamada and Kyotaro leave the store. Yamada apologizes to Kyotaro for dragging him out to different places. Kyotaro notices Yamada might be worried, so he opens up about some aspects of his life to ease her mind. He tells her he's not a people person and isn't afraid to turn down invitations. However, he said he had fun today. Yamada wraps her scarf around Kyotaro and tells him she knew he had a blast today. Kyotaro and Yamada stare at some gorgeous lights in the city and visit the train station. Kyotaro asks Yamada for the bag with the manga and grabs it. They get into a tight predicament, causing them to split up on the train. Kyotaro grabs Yamada's hand unknowingly, and they continue to walk home. Kyotaro says he and Yamada didn't know when to stop holding hands. He worries she might realize how he feels about her. Yamada and Kyotaro reach his home and stop holding hands. Yamada tells Kyotaro not to tell her Happy New Year yet because they have got some days left in December. Kyotaro at a restaurant with Seikine, Haruya, and someone else. Haruya asks Kyotaro what Yamada has been up to as we see Kyotaro's arm injury. We then cut to 4 days ago, with Kyotaro and his family on their annual trip to Akita. Kyotaro's upset that he's stuck sharing a room with his sister. Kyotaro heads outside to take photos of Akita's snow since he promised Yamada he would send her a photo. Kyotaro trips and his sister finds him hours later in the snow. Kyotaro gets up but notices he's broken his arm. After returning from the hospital and having dinner with his folks, Kyotaro sends Yamada a photo of him and his broken arm. Yamada video calls Kyotaro at night and notices Yamada's wearing her pajamas. Yamada asks Kyotaro about his arm, but he promises it doesn't hurt. Kyotaro says he'll be heading home tomorrow. Kyotaro sees his sister spying on him and Yamada's conversation. Kyotaro convinces his sister that she's simply a friend from school and hopes she doesn't tease him for it. Surprisingly, his sister doesn't mock him and returns to sleep. Kyotaro looks at his phone and notices Yamada sent him a message asking him about the situation with his sister and why he stopped the call. Kyotaro tells Yamada that he told her that they're friends for now, and this makes Yamada happy. Yamada asks Kyotaro if she can call him again, worrying him. Kyotaro heads into the hallway to continue his conversation with Yamada. She asks Kyotaro to perform some tasks that seem to correlate with themes in the manga she's reading. They send each other goodnight texts to end the night. Kyotaro and his family return to Tokyo but stop by an antique shop. He picks up a dog keychain and wants to give it to Yamada. When they return home, Kyotaro leaves to give Yamada her manga and scarf back, alongside the keychain he bought for her at Akita. He bumps into Yamada walking her dog, Wantaro. They visit a park, and Kyotaro's worried that he bought Yamada a bad gift. Yamada asks Kyotaro to give Wantaro some commands, but he doesn't obey his orders. This results in Yamada performing the actions instead to entice Wantaro to listen to Kyotaro. Her attempts fail, so they give up. Yamada grabs her scarf from Kyotaro's bag since he wanted to return it to her. Yamada admits she wanted him to keep it, so Kyotaro presents Yamada with the keychain he bought for her in Akita. Yamada thanks Kyotaro for the gift. Yamada asks Kyotaro if he wants to visit a temple with her on New Year's Eve. He agrees to go with her, so Yamada plans to text him the details later. Several days later, Kyotaro informs the audience he's been texting Yamada every day. He visits the nearby mart and spots Seikine and Haruya with another friend. We then cut to where the episode began, with Haruya attempting to use Kyotaro to get closer to Yamada. Suddenly, Yamada's name pops up on Kyotaro's phone, and he realizes Kyotaro was lying about not having her line. Seikine and the other girl leave Kyotaro and Haruya. Haruya sits in front of Kyotaro and demands Yamada's line. Kyotaro refuses to hand over Yamada's line to Haruya, so Seikine steps in and asks Kyotaro to walk her home. Although Haruya says he can walk Seikine home, Seikine says she trusts Kyotaro because they're friends. While walking home together, Kyotaro tells Seikine that he thinks he likes Yamada. Seikine already knew he did as they arrive at her place. She asks Kyotaro if he wants to come inside, but he refuses and leaves. He calls Yamada. He tells her, "Happy New Year," and hangs up when she tells her Seikine's inside. The episode closes with Kyotaro vowing to confess his feelings to Yamada one day. Kyotaro and his family visiting the New Year temple event. Kyotaro plans to make up an excuse for his family to leave somewhere. This will allow him to meet up with Yamada in an hour. Unfortunately, his mother spots Yamada waiting for him, surprising Kyotaro. Kyotaro's sister Kana tells Kyotaro to say hi to Yamada, but he knows she wants to stand by and watch. Yamada spots Kyotaro with his family and introduces herself to them. They head for a temple to make their wishes alone, and Yamada helps Kyotaro out with it since his arm's broken. As they head over to Kyotaro's family, Yamada asks Kyotaro about his wish. Although he didn't get a chance to make a wish, Kyotaro says he wished for things to stay the same. Yamada bids everyone farewell while Kyotaro plots to meet up with her again soon. Kana praises Kyotaro for his maturity in the situation. Before they head to another location, Kana grabs Kyotaro and attempts to catch up with Yamada to make a better first impression. Kana and Kyotaro find Yamada eating food. Kana asks Yamada if she'd like to visit their home, and Yamada accepts. As they walk to their place, Kana realizes Yamada may have bought food for Kyotaro and thinks he has a solid chance with her. At Kyotaro's home, Yamada removes her jacket and shoes, and Kyotaro notices she has his keychain on. He's worried Kana will see it because of the lie he told her in a previous episode. Kyotaro tries grabbing the keychain from Yamada's waist, and Kana thinks Kyotaro's putting the moves on Yamada. Kana asks Kyotaro what she should call Yamada, and Yamada plays along with it to embarrass Kyotaro. Kana tells Yamada she has to go meet up with friends, but asks Yamada to stay with Kyotaro since they have leftover soup. Kyotaro hides behind the door to eavesdrop on Kana's conversation with Yamada. Kana thanks Yamada for being close friends with Kyotaro. Yamada asks Kana if she can call her sister, surprising Kana. Kana leaves as Yamada enters the living room. Kyotaro plans to remove the albums, but Yamada follows him to his room. Yamada looks at Kyotaro's trophies and spots his bizarre crime files murders-book. Kyotaro explains what it is to her while Yamada thinks it's neat. Yamada asks Kyotaro if he can read her mind, but Kyotaro says he knows she's not a murderer. Yamada toys with Kyotaro, and before she can spot his copy of Seal magazine, Kyotaro stops her. They get into an intimate situation, resulting in Yamada taking some photos of his yearbook and leaving his room. Before she goes, Yamada promises Kyotaro to show him her yearbook. His mother drops him off at school, and Yamada spooks him. Kana asks Yamada to look after Kyotaro since this is his first day back since being hurt. As they walk to class, Yamada asks Kyotaro where his keychain is. Kyotaro shows it to her, and Yamada helps him strap it onto his shirt. Kyotaro reflects on his past interactions with Yamada. Kyotaro tells Yamada back in year 1 he never wanted to visit school and even lied about attending events. Now, he likes visiting places and coming to school thanks to her. Yamada says she should be thanking himself because he never would have talked with her or anyone else. Yamada picks up his books and Kyotaro reflects on how he used his murder books as armor to protect himself. Yamada hugs Kyotaro, and he thanks her for everything. Yamada hands Kyotaro an empty shrimp snack bag. However, the episode closes with Yamada giving Kyotaro a spare shrimp candy.
How was the video? We hope it was good. If so, please check these videos. Also, please comment down your thoughts and your suggestions for future videos. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing now to show the support to our channel. We hope to see you soon with another video right in this channel. Have a nice day.